every self-improvement book that you read and every self-improvement video that you watch is absolutely meaningless if you do not take action. If you are not taking some kind of action, even just a little bit, it's entertainment. That's all it is. It's like watching TV or scrolling on your phone. That is all self-improvement is if you don't take action. If you're not doing something, even just a little bit. Entertainment. That's all it is. The only way to improve yourself is by working on yourself. It is by taking action. It is by doing something, because doing something is better than doing nothing. If you just keep watching videos and you keep reading books, it's not going to help you. It's going to keep you stuck. And it's going to make you think like, well, why isn't this working, right? Well, no shit, it's not working. No shit, because you're not doing anything to make your life better. You need to have clear goals with deadlines. Otherwise, it's just a dream. That's all it is. You need to have things written down in front of you so you know what you're doing. So your brain knows how to figure out how to make this work, so that you know how to take action. Because all of these marvelous ideas in your head are going to stay in your head if you don't get them out onto a piece of paper. If you don't print out pictures of where you want to go one day, if you don't do something, because that's all it is. It's just doing something. It's not thinking about it anymore. It's not researching it more. It's not watching a few more videos, because you're just going to keep reading and you're just going to keep watching and you're just not going to do anything. You need to see it so that it can turn into your new reality. You need to be able to visualize it. You need to make it as easy as possible for your brain to figure out how to make this happen, instead of wondering, well, what do I have to do? Like making it wonder and making it confused and making it learn all these new things is not going to help you. And I'm not saying you should stop watching self-improvement videos. And I'm not saying you should stop reading self-improvement books. I'm saying you need to be taking action. You need to stop waiting for tomorrow. You need to just get started and go after it. And you need to get really fucking good at staying disciplined, because that is the best way to become successful. Every single person that is disciplined is successful. You do not see people that are unsuccessful that are not disciplined. And if they did, they got lucky and they most likely won't keep it, because you can reach success. But if you're not disciplined and you don't know how to shut out and eliminate distractions when it's time to put your head down and get to work, you will never keep success. It will come and it will go, because I was like that. I got complacent when I reached success with my small business, and I grew it and I made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And when I got complacent, I allowed things to come into my life so that I could escape myself and not keep that success. Luckily, I was able to reclaim my success, but that's because I tapped into discipline. I realized the reason why this happened, the reason why I lost my success, was because I did not have discipline. I needed to learn how to become disciplined. I needed to learn why I was going after what I wanted. Because without the why, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to go after it. It's just like a bunch of ideas in your head. That's why it's so important to write things down. You cannot keep things in your head, because first of all, your brain is not good at remembering things. That's not what it's meant for. It's meant for being creative and it's meant for problem solving. So please stop trying to remember that thing that sparked and that thing that made you feel fired up and passionate. You need to write that down. You need to see it. You need to put it on your wall. You need to understand that it has to come into reality somehow, and you must make that happen, so that you know how to work towards it. And to stay disciplined, you need to say no more often. When family parties come up and you just saw your family last weekend, instead, you're to say no and work on what you need to get done if it hasn't gotten done yet. If you're like pushing it off and you're thinking like, oh, I could just do it tomorrow instead, you're probably not going to do it tomorrow, because you're probably going to drink and do things that are bad for you and that you're going to regret because you spent time with your family, right? The family that likes to drink all the time, that one especially, snip, stop. You are hurting your future self every time you do that. Every time you do that, you're escaping and you're making it harder to stay disciplined. To stay disciplined, you're going to say no to those things. You're going to stop allowing these things to take over and take control of your life. Take back control. Allow yourself to say no to these things. Stop saying, oh, but I have to. And you're feeling guilty if you don't go see those people. You just saw them anyway. And if these are people that you drink with, you need to get disciplined first before you go back and see them. Okay? Because if you don't have that discipline, you're going to slip into those old patterns. You're going to drink and you're going to regret it. And when you do that, you're disrespecting yourself. Every single time you do that, that is just slapping yourself in the face. You're like, I don't care about myself. Every time you eat junk food, every time you scroll on your phone, every time you watch another movie and you're not doing the thing that you need to do, that thing that you know you need to do, the thing that you want to get good at, the thing that you keep reading all these self-improvement books over and all these self-improvement videos. You know what it is, but you just keep ignoring it. And instead of reading and watching more videos, you need to sit down, put your head down, and just do the work. That is staying disciplined. And listen, if you want to learn more about staying disciplined, watch this video right here because there's so much more too. And the last thing I want to leave you here with, and I'm proud of you if you stuck through that discipline because that leads you to the best part of this video. It's to have no 0 days. As soon as I learned this is actually when I became the most successful. It's to do something every single day, even if it's just a little bit. There should be every single day of your life where you are working towards something that is going to improve yourself. Even if it's not the goal, right? That big juicy goal that you have in mind. As long as it's something that is working towards your self-improvement, your health, your well-being, anything, you need to make sure you're doing it every single day. There should not be a day that goes by where you aren't doing something. This is no 0 days. And when you do that, it makes your life so much easier because every time you do that, you're telling yourself that you care about yourself. And you can miss a day. Like if you're really sick, like let's say you got COVID or something crazy happened, I get it. Do something still. Delegate the work somehow. Maybe there's something that you could say, hey, mom, hey, dad, hey, whoever your bestie was or whatever, right? Can you do this thing for me that I really need to get done and I owe you one, right? Something. Just please. Do not sleep a whole day away anymore. Do not say tomorrow. It's just, you're gonna keep pushing it off. You can watch and you can read as many self-improvement books as you want. And that is the biggest key takeaway from all of them is that you need to put the work in. You gotta stop saying no. You gotta stop saying, I'll do it tomorrow instead. There are ways to make your life easier, whether it's through yourself or having people help you. And just doing things for them in return, okay? Don't just be like, can you do this for me? And just always ask and never give back. That's not what I'm saying. When someone's helping you or someone's giving you value, reciprocate that value. Give it back. Don't be so selfish. That's not what self-improvement is. Self-improvement is about you doing good for yourself and doing good for others and making the world a better place, honestly. Like that's the biggest thing for me personally. And anybody that's not doing that, I can't take them seriously because at that point it's like you're just living a life for yourself. Like that's selfish. I don't like that. Live a life with pride and help for others and value for others. Not so like, this is just my life and I'm going to get the most out of my life. That's not true self-improvement. Self-improvement is about improving yourself and improving the life of others around you and inspiring and motivating others. And remember, no self-improvement will help you if you just read it and don't take away at least one thing from it and put it into action. And at least one thing. Like honestly, if you just take one thing and that's it, really, you should be mad at yourself. There should be something more than that. Right? You shouldn't just be reading books and not doing anything. That is not self-improvement. Real self-improvement comes from doing the work, putting it into action, and doing something is better than doing nothing. Doing something small is better than nothing at all. Doing something every single day and having no 0 days is how you are actually going to improve yourself and others around you. And if you want help going after your big goals, because I know you probably have some pretty big goals and you're just like, how do I do this? I need help. You don't have somebody sitting down next to you right now watching this with you. You need my help. So scroll down right now, click on the top link in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.